Hello, I would like to give you second welcome to Gurobi Days Digital Academic. I would like to start a bit of history of optimization and my personal experience, including founding Gurobi, and with focus on academic and us. As you know, Professor Danzig introduced math programming and invented simplex algorithm. And later, Gomery discovered cutting plane algorithm to solve MIP. And early 60s, branch and bound algorithm was introduced to solve MIP. And the 70s, there were some commercial solver available, and some successful story is solving some oil gas application problems. And that time there were solvers like from IBM MPX and later OSL, Dash Optimization, Express MIP solver, Lindo, and some others. And later, Bob founded the Simplex Optimization 87 and bring LP MIP technology to commercial market very successfully, more successful than other solvers. And during the time, I mean, early days 60s to 80 or early 90s, and there were a lot of researchers on LP and the MIP. For LP, known example like Kachin's ellipsoid method, polynomial but not practical. Then later Kamaka invented the interior point method, and not just a polynomial, and also very powerful in practice. And on the MIP, there are a lot of researchers on cutting planes, heuristic, and pre-solve. And for me, I started my PhD study at Georgia Tech 91. And I choose optimization because it's pretty strong. At Georgia Tech, at ICY, there were several fields, like 7 at my time, now maybe more than 10. And optimization was quite strong, still quite strong. And also, I mean, I like math, and also amazingly, there are a lot of project, real world application, like for the airline. So I started working on airline problems, and later I worked on the Minto academic MIP solver, and developed by to my PhD advisor George Nemhauser and Martin Salzberg, and others, including many their PhD students. It was exciting time working on the MIP. After the graduation, I joined the Lindo, worked 2.5 years, and the company founded by also Professor Linus Schlag. And then I joined iLog and met several talented people, Bob, Ed, Toby, Laurent, some others. And at that time, 98, I mean, LP was able to improve quite a lot, but for the MIP, still a lot of academic research, nice results are not incorporated into commercial solve. And we worked hard and incorporated these nice results and adding cutting planes, heuristic, and branching results. And we're able to speed up MIP solver very nicely, more than, I mean, close to 100 times, depending on how they measured, and made quite commercially successful. Then people can use it as a black box solver. So we wrote a paper called Closing MIP Gap. I mean, that's Closing MIP Gap mainly incorporates the academic research. After recognize the importance of the connection between academic and the commercial, and I also started work with people at Georgia Tech around 2003 for several years, and as an adjunct professor, and worked on the cutting plane and some practical problem like air taxi, and also like multi-scenario, multi-objective, and met several talented PhD students, and they later worked for Gurobi, some worked for the Gurobi, some joined like the big tech company Google and Amazon, and many, went to academic, become professors. And realized at iLog, like for example, Georgia Tech, iLog charge a lot for academic use Gurobi, ICPlex license, like 10,000 annually for Georgia Tech, and a lot of Georgia Tech can afford it, but many other schools cannot afford. And iLog mainly use CPlex as a cash cow, generate cash, then invest to business loan, not really return to this field. So three of us were quite upset, and then we start Gurobi. And we first make the Gurobi free for academia. That's from first version. So now already more than 14 years. When we started, and we found it's hard to find a powerful machine. And then Bob had come to my home and house, and Ed and I built 4 powerful Linux machines and put in the basement. It was exciting time, and we write code from scratch and take advantage of some technology like multi-core and parallel. And at that time already, all the machines have more than 1 core, and also Python become quite start to become popular, and then we developed the Python interactive shell. And we worked hard, and we were able to solve some unsolved model, and also commercially quite successful. There are many cases like National Football League and US FCC, SAP, and work with us, and many, many more. And on the performance, from version 1 to current version 10.0, we were able to achieve 75 speed up. Interesting is, not just the performance, and we also work with other, like the professors and work of academic people. We have several people at SIP in Berlin working from SIP office. SIP is an academic institution. They still work, some cooperate on certain things. And we also, work with professor like Professor Binstock, and he took 1 year sabbatical leave and worked with us on AC optimal flow, and we have Optimus for it, and we had a webinar. He talked about it and attracted a lot of attention. And one interesting thing, you see, we have a lot of academic downloads, and for last year, more than 166,000. It's quite amazing. And now, not just OR, and also data science and computer science, engineering people use that. We are quite happy, a lot of people. And from the beginning, 2008, founding that to now, the company has more than 160 people, and we have a strong expert team, and with OR PhD or computer science PhD, and the team has more than 30 people, and we are used by more than 2,500 companies across many industries, and important is free for academic. And we have quite a strong academic initiatives, led by Lindsay. She is quite talented and capable person, and worked with professors and internally with several groups, and developed a program. And I think she will cover it in more details. It's quite, lot of resources there. And for this Gurobi Days Digital Academy, and we have quite a strong agenda, and we have several well-known people and leader in this field talk about AI optimization, machine learning optimization, talk about the courses, and also internally we have internal person talk about the resources from Gurobi. And we also will have some games talk about the optimization game, Pareto game, and we also have live panel discussion. And this is moderated by Vijay Morocho, and we have several well-known people for the live panel. Dr. Diana Koop, General Manager Decision Science at Delta. Gurobi person, Dr. Alison Kozart, Optimization Support Manager, and Dr. Warren Harness, VP Chief Data Scientist at Best Buy. And we also have Dr. Scott Nessler, Director of R&D Summer Sports and Adjunct Professor at Notre Dame. Thank you.